People should not be able to keep exotic animals as pets. These exotic animals need to stay in their natural habitat. Exotic animals can injure and kill people or animals and other wildlife. Today, I'm going to persuade you that people should not be able to keep exotic animals, and I'd like you to feel the same way. I've completed my research on why people shouldn't own exotic pets. Today, I will cover how exotic pets are very dangerous to the individuals who possess them, how the pets can die from not being in their natural habitat, and how exotic pets carry lethal diseases. I would like to begin by discussing how pets are very dangerous to the individuals who possess them. People shouldn't be able to own exotic pets because the pets are very dangerous to the individuals who possess them, to their neighbors, and to the community at large. According to OneGreenPlanet.org, across the country, many incidents have been reported where exotic animals held in private hands attacked humans and other animals and escaped from their enclosure and freely roamed the community. Children and adults have been mauled by tigers, bit by monkeys, and swallowed by snakes. According to Copeland B. from 2011, Travis, who is an ape that was owned by Sandra Harold, attacked her 55-year-old friend, Charlie Nash, inflicting awful injuries to her face and limbs. Travis had left the house with Sandra Harold's keys, and Nash came to help get the chimp back in the house. Upon seeing Nash holding one of his toys, Travis immediately attacked her. Travis was familiar with Nash, who had also worked at the Harold's Towing Company. Although Nash had a different hairstyle at the time of the attack, the chimp had been taking medication for Lyme disease. Harold, then 70 years old, attempted to start Travis by hitting him with a shovel and stabbing him with a knife. The ape got angered even more. Harold then called 911 and pleaded for help. Travis' screams can be heard in the background of the phone call. The cops didn't believe him until she started screaming. Medical services showed up and waited for the police before approaching the house. Travis walked up to the police car when it arrived and then tried to open up the door. Then he went calmly around to the driver's seat and opened it, at which Officer Frank Jafafri shot him 7 times. Travis then walked to the house. He's still alive at the time, but he was found dead next to his cage. Now that we discussed how dangerous exotic pets can be, we will now talk about how the pets can die from not being in their natural habitat. According to wildlife.org, exotic animals require specialized diets that are essential to their well-being. When their needs are not met, the animals wind up developing illnesses and diseases. According to biography.org, many exotic pets are not prepared to provide full-grown tigers, lions, bears with 10 pounds of rare meat, and primates with the appropriate diet. When in the hands of the private individuals, the animals themselves suffer. These animals do not adjust well to a captive environment, for they require special care, housing, diet, and maintenance that the average person cannot provide. As a result, individuals possessing exotic animals often attempt to change the nature of an animal rather than the nature of the care provided. Many possessors realize they can no longer care for an exotic pet, so they turn to a zoo and other institutions, such as sanctuaries, to take over the responsibility. However, all the zoos and accredited institutions cannot possibly accommodate the number of unwanted exotic pets. As a result, the majority of these animals are either abandoned or doomed to live in their deplorable conditions. Now that we discussed how the pets can die from not being in their natural habitat, we will now talk about how exotic animals are carriers of zoonotic diseases. Many exotic animals are carriers of zoonotic diseases, such as herpes B, monkeypox, and salmonella, all of which are communicable to humans. 80 to 90% of all monkeys are infected with herpes B virus or simian B, a virus that is harmless to monkeys but fatal to 70% of humans who contact it. Monkeys shed the virus intermittently in saliva, original secretion, which generally occurs when the monkey is ill, under stress, or during breeding season. At any time, about 2% of infected monkeys are shedding the virus. A person who is bitten, scratched, sneezed on, or spit on while shedding is occurring runs in the risk of contacting the disease. Exotic reptiles that carry salmonella do not show any symptoms, but there is no simple way to tell which reptiles play host to the microbe and which do not, because even those that have it do not constantly shed the bacteria. Individuals become infected by ingesting salmonella. After handling exotic reptile objects, the reptile contaminated and then failing to wash their hands properly. Now I'd like to close with the following statements. We have specifically looked at how exotic pets are very dangerous to the individuals who possess them, how the pets can die from not being in their natural habitat, and exotic animals are carriers to zoonotic diseases. I hope that I have specifically informed you about how exotic pets are very dangerous to the individuals who possess them, how the pets can die from not being in their natural habitat, and exotic animals are carriers of zoonotic diseases. So indulge and to make sure that people can't own exotic pets. Thank you.